Pravrajika Mataji has touched almost every aspect of Sister Nivedita's life. So I don't know what to do now, what to speak on. But I am very often reminded of the scene when Sister Nivedita, Miss Margaret Noble then, first met Swami Vivekananda. Just imagine the scene. The drawing room or visitor's room of a very rich lady in New York. It was winter. The fire was going on, burning in the fireplace. 15 to 16 invited people from the intelligence section of London were sitting there on the chairs, small audience. Miss Noble went straight and sat on the chair in the second row. From there, she had a full view of the monk from India. Set against the flaming arches of fire behind him, he sat cross-legged on his seat, his clothes falling down as a drapery, his eyes closed. Perfect silence except for the crackling of the fire logs and an occasional chanting of Shivoham, Shivoham in his magnificent voice. That itself created a magic impression, a magic atmosphere in the room. The small audience was spellbound. Something strange, Miss Noble felt going on within her. But her intellect was resisting. Emotion was going towards the monk. Intellect was resisting. Don't take things, don't accept things, don't believe things at face value. He said many strange things. Everyone left the place for home, and the common opinion was there was nothing new. It was a bit unjust, and that was general opinion about the talk. Still, the following time, when the lady of the house arranged a talk by the Swami, the room was full. Some kind of ununderstandable attraction was there. Not only that, though Miss Noble dismissed his talk and the impression it made on her as nothing of much value, almost every word and every idea that she received from that room lingered in her mind, asking for explanation, asking for rethinking. She could not dismiss, however much she tried, the memory of that meeting. She came again and again and again. She had been born into Christianity. She loved her religion. She loved Jesus. She loved the sacrifice that Jesus made for humanity. But there was something lacking in the way it was presented by the church. She wanted something more, something concrete to live upon. So as Pravrajika Mataji said, she looked into Buddhism, yoga, sciences, academic career, Nothing could satisfy her. You have to remember, Hinduism means Vedanta. And the four cardinal principles of Vedanta are unity of God, oneness of existence, divinity of man, and harmony of religions. Unity of God. God is only one. Great souls call him by various names. They appeal to her. Why not? God cannot be seen. Jesus could be touched. Jesus could be understood, but not the Father in heaven. We call him Father in heaven, but whether he is a male or female, nobody knows. The Father in heaven could not be touched by the mind. The God is one. The same God is called by various people of various countries in various languages according to their various culture. It appeals to her very much. Unity of existence. The world is one. Universe is one. There's no difference between man and man, man and animal, man and trees, man and stone. That's what modern science says now. What we see as matter is only energy. Max Muller was a great scholar of Oxford University. When Edison in America invented the gramophone, one machine was sent to Oxford University. And it was to be inaugurated by Max Muller. Max Muller, old man, came and spoke into it. Agnimele Purohitam. The audience was composed of all the big intellectuals of London. They laughed. They thought the old man has lost his senses. He's blabbering something meaningless. Max Muller kept quiet for some time, waited for the laughter to die out, then said, "You people laugh, thinking that I'm talking madness. No. These are the first words recorded by the first literature in human history, the Rigveda of India. And it means, I salute the supreme energy that was before. Before creation, there was only energy. All this concrete world came out of that energy. With that, which today Einstein has said to the formula E equals mc squared. I am seeing you, but science says there is no you and there is no me, it's only energy. But I am seeing you and you are seeing me. How can we believe that? And that is why Hinduism found out the word Maya. As Muller did not go into all the details of Maya. He said this is the thing. So everything is one energy. Seen by from different angles, by different people, in different ways. Divinity of man. Oh man, you are not a human being, you are God. Actually, other religions had this idea, they didn't develop it. One day, it is said, Jesus Christ was walking along the road. He had a few followers with him. There was a shop by the roadside. One disciple of Jesus Andrew was sitting in the coffee shop. The coffee shop owner asked Andrew, Andrew, you are a great follower of that man. Why? Why do you follow him? What is the difference that you find between him and us? And Andrew said, we are a body with a soul inside. He is the soul with a body outside. Did you understand? We are a body in which a soul happens to be inside. Whereas he stands inside as the soul and the body happens to be outside, made of material particles to communicate with the material world. The soul as such is energy. It cannot communicate with the entire world but only through a material medium. So the body happens to be there, but he stands on the level of the soul. That is what Vedanta is. You are divine by nature, you are not material. And that appealed to her. After the Parliament of Religions, one person said, oh, I feel so happy. Before I attended the meeting, I felt dejected. I felt ending up my life. So disappointed was I. It happened in my life. But now I feel good. Why? Because I have been taught to believe that I am a sinner. Now he says that I am divinity on earth. I am immortal. Once they told you I was in Australia for 30 years or so. They have interreligious meetings now and then. A few years ago, in my Korea University, it was an interfaith meeting. I was invited to represent Hinduism. I went there, and during my talk, I quoted this: to call you a sinner is the greatest sin. You, divinities on earth, you are immortal. The next person was a Christian father, an elderly man who was the president of the Unitarian Church of the whole of Australia, big man. He came and started his talk. He said, very quietly, one of the cornerstones of the philosophy of our religion is that man is a sinner. Please, Mataji, excuse me for that. And Mataji says, we are not sinners. I'm talking about only Christianity, I'm not opposing her. And the rest of the day, he was with me. During lunchtime, we went to have lunch, and he kept pace with me, climbing the steps. He saw that I was seated properly. He saw that I was given my food properly. After his meal was over, he waited for me and escorted me again to my seat to make up for the insult he thought had done to me. But it appealed to him. Whatever he did was not of much importance. It appealed to him, but he could not accept that because his religion says the opposite. This struck a chord in Miss Noble's brain. That's great. I was not born into sin. I may have done, or usually do, wrong things, but I am not a sinner. I was not born a sinner. And the last one was harmony of religions. All religions are different paths leading to the same goal. Suppose there is a big building on the top of a hill. So people from the northern side will take the northern route. People from the southern side will take the southern route. From the west, western route. From the east, eastern route. But the goal is the same. That which is easier for me to follow, I take that route. Does not mean that mine is the best one, the most convenient one for me. That also I appeal to her. These are some of the attractions that brought her over to India. And India in those days, in the eyes of the British, was one country full of demons, where mothers, you all know that, mothers set their children, threw their children into the mouth of the crocodile. You know that story? The missionaries used to draw pictures and make people believe in order to get money, to save the people from such bad habits. Children were born, mothers used to throw them into the mouths of the crocodiles. One day, when Swami Vivekananda was giving a talk to a group of people, after the talk there was a question and answer time. Then one lady asked, Swamiji, do mothers throw their children still into the mouths of the crocodiles? Some said, oh yes, they do. They do. My mother threw me into the mouth of the crocodile. But I was too fat a baby that the crocodile could not eat me. What else to say? They swallowed the news without touching the sides of the throat. Such things were being taught. Hinduism was such a low level. Now when she came here, when she heard all these ideas, she was fascinated. My goodness, you are by nature immortal. You are a child of God. You are a part of God, condensed in the human form. You carry Lord in your heart. The heart of man is the seat of God. Remember? Can you remember this one sentence? The heart of man is the seat of God. After one retreat in one monastery, myself and the devotees were all coming out. One priest was standing at the door, seeing us off. He shook the hands of everyone. When it came to my turn, I did like this. Then somehow he also first like that, was like that, and somehow did it. And he said, I have seen Indians doing it everywhere. What is the significance? I said, when I salute you, I am not saluting you the person. I am saluting you the Lord sitting in your heart. Now I don't have to come and place my hand in front of your heart. The same Lord is sitting in my heart. When do it here? I am saluting the Lord in your heart. Then he asked me, does every Indian know that? I said, no. Every Indian does not know that, but every Indian does it. And they were fascinated. During one another meeting like that, during the lunch hour, whoever met me, Mataji, Mataji, Mataji. Such small things, practices that we have got tremendous meaning and significance for people of other countries. My time is over.
You can continue, please. No problem. You can continue for 5 more minutes.
5? Oh. Anyway, she decided to come over here to such a land of demons and Satans and cruel people and baby-killing mothers. But she took courage. If such a country can produce a person like Swami Vivekananda, there must be something great there also. Think of a young woman crossing over the alone without knowing anybody in this vast, vast land except one person. She had the courage of a lion. She had the heart of a universal mother. She had the will of a hero. She had the personality of a world personality. And in order to understand The people here, whom she silently, her friends, the British people and other people asked her to move away from that unhealthy environment. I want to see them very close, at close quarters. The more she stays there, the more she suffers physically, mentally, she fell in love with India. That's how she declared, my life is given to India. And